Prices have been raising for almost anything and everything recently, so you probably have caught yourself changing your purchasing patterns. Or maybe you haven't. We can understand this better by looking into what's known as the price elasticity of demand. Simply stated, price elasticity measures the responsiveness of the quantity demanded or supplied of a good or service to a change in its price. It's computed as the percent change in the quantity demanded or supplied divided by percent change in price. If the price elasticity is less than 1, it's inelastic. An increase in price will not cause much of a drop in demand. But if the price elasticity is greater than 1, then it's elastic. An increase in price will cause a drop in demand. Let's use some rubber bands to visualize it a bit better. Let's say my finger pulling on the rubber band is the change in price, and the responsiveness of the rubber band is the change in the responsiveness of quantity demanded. So if this rubber band gets pulled all the way back, then the rubber, or the responsiveness of the consumer, is very elastic. If the rubber band does not expand too much, then the responsiveness is inelastic. You may be sick and tired of complaining about gas prices, but at the end of the day, you're not really changing the amount of gas you're paying for. Sure, you may go on less road trips, but on average, your demand is pretty inelastic. On the other hand, you may cut down on the amount of coffee you buy or opt for a cheaper alternative. Technically, this would make your demand for coffee elastic, but if you're normal like the rest of us, you're getting that coffee no matter what. There are a few factors that affect elasticity, like substitutions. Is there a cheaper alternative for the type of good that I want? Or luxury purchases. Do you really need that Coach purse? There's also general discretionary purchases. In other words, it's something you can live without if the price is too high. If your current smartphone works just fine, you may wait until the new model's price drops or until your current phone breaks before you buy a new one. Of course, there's also habit-forming purchases and addictive products. Things like alcohol and tobacco tend to be pretty inelastic because consumers will likely purchase them no matter what. Finally, there's the product life cycle. Newer products tend to have fewer substitutes, so they become pretty inelastic. When the product reaches the later stages of its life cycle, then there are more alternatives, making it elastic.